Well, hello again. Star family. That's what we're going to look at. We're going to look at star family and what a star family is. So, one of the things that is perennial in the human existence is people get to the point with their lives that they just are finding it so unbearable that they want to end their own life. So, very common thing, people want to end their own life, called suicide, suicide attempt, and so on. So, it is so helpful for people who have those feelings to understand that they're part of something bigger. And this is one of the reasons why retreats with plant medicines are so useful for people, because once they've had such an experience, they know that there's far more to life than 3D. So the idea is that we all have our own star family, which means we are connected to beings which exist way away from this planet. And this is very common indeed. So the first thing that really helps is to let the person know that's had thoughts, because this is usually what it is. When we come to discuss end of a person's life, when they're choosing to end their life, this is always to do with repetitive thoughts which are plaguing them. But what is really helpful to know is that we have the possibility to access our star family, which are the beings that love us completely unconditionally. As we all know, to experience true unconditional love on the planet Earth is rare, but it's completely common and normal to experience this with the beings that have connections with us. So the way it works, if, for example, if I talk about my own star family, I've got a connection with 4 particular beings. There are others, but 4 particular beings, and they are so helpful for me. And what I understood as I got to know them over the years, that one of the things that I do for them is I experience a wide range of human feelings and conditions and situations, and that is actually to them a gift, because they get to feel at a level by being joined to me, because we're consciously connected, which is wonderful. And they get to experience things which are not possible to experience outside of planet Earth. And it's always worth remembering this, that this is where all the lottery winners end up. Only the lucky few end up having the experience of depression, anxiety, wish to terminate their own existence, rage, anger, delight, love, desire, peace, contentfulness. There's all this wide range of feelings which we all take for granted because we're human. Well, this is actually a great gift to your star family. So the first thing is you start to realize that actually you've got a bigger purpose in your own life, that you are connected to other beings, and that if you choose to connect with them consciously, this is a great gift. And this makes you feel so much better, quite frankly, I can tell you that for sure, because it means no matter what happens, I know that there are these beings that are in touch with me. And here's the next thing, apart from the fact that we have the ability to give them the gift of tuning into our experiences and feelings, is they can help us, but only if we ask. This is why we have the concept of the guardian angel. People talk about the angelic realms. It's always if you ask. So this makes a huge difference. So if you're, for example, a Roman Catholic, it could well be that you might choose to focus this intention onto the Virgin Mary. If you're some other religion, it would be this, it would be that. But bottom line, this is what we're talking about. We've got beings that actually are here. They've got our backs, but only if we are willing to make the connection with them. So this makes such a difference. But I really did want to focus particularly on people who have suicidal thoughts. And to remember that these thoughts are not theirs. These are just thoughts which are passing through, because that's all thoughts ever are. We don't own thoughts. Thoughts are not our own. They're simply passing through. We might be sitting down, we might be doing something, and a thought comes in. And that's one of the thoughts to end one's own life. So the answer to this, I would say, is if you choose to continue to live, why don't you make the experience richer and more rewarding and more powerful for you by connecting with the beings that are here, that have always got your back, and they're just waiting for you to reach out to them. And if you choose to see them as angels, that's completely fine. In whatever form you choose to see them is fine for you. That does make such a difference. And I'm going to just deviate onto something very slightly different because I've been asked to, which is when you have really big problems with someone, with a person in your everyday life, then one of the things you can do is you can tune into your guardian angel, or you can ask your guardian angel to have a word with that person's guardian angel. And frequently, by giving permission for these two guardian angels to have a communication, that helps. That helps to pave the way. Of course, if the people in their daily life are still against communication, and maybe that's not possible, or still full of hostility and anger, whatever, but it does help, and it increases the possibility of being able to communicate and get the resolution that we all want. So our star family is very important to us, and it's great to realize that there are exceptions, but the vast majority of human beings alive on the planet today have got beings that love them unconditionally and care for them. And sometimes you'll hear people saying that, well, something happened and I just felt this presence and I felt arms going around me when they're having the hardest time. And there's the old story about God. Why isn't God there when I'm having a really hard time? So I look in the sand and I can't see any footprints. He's not walking next to me as he was doing when I was having a good time. Well, of course, that's right, because he's actually carrying you, floating along, so there's no footprints. So that's just another aspect of it all. So star family, so if you want to do this, I would suggest the easiest way to do this would be to go to bed. When you're ready to go to bed, you know you've got nothing more to do tonight, that's it, you've been to the toilet, you got your drink, whatever, it's done, you're in bed, I have nothing to do. That would be the moment to reach out, and you can do this in your active imagination. So this is pure shamanism in its simplest form. You go on a simple shamanic journey with the intention stated very clearly 3 times. I journey to meet my star family. I journey to meet my star family. I journey to meet my star family. The intention is the key. And you will sense the love that these beings have for you. If you don't sense any love from beings that come, you know that you've not tuned into your star family. It really is that simple. You will feel the love immediately. And as I say, it can be expressed in so many different ways. A guide, an angel, even a power animal, even plants, they can come across in all sorts of ways. These are just simply a guise to which you will be more easily able to accept their presence. And that's all you need to do. And either you will find yourself having that communication straight away when you're lying in bed, about to drift off to sleep, or it may well be that you have dreams, and those dreams are where they reveal themselves to you, or it may be something happens in your daily life and suddenly you have this sense of a presence. It's great to know that we're not alone, and we are always connected to those that have our backs and love us unconditionally. Thank you very much.